Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blog coverage. You'll have it Gencon 2018. Thanks in part to all of our amazing Kickstarter backers. Bam! These spectacular companies right here who donated games to help send us here. And of course, our big sponsors, Tasty Missile Games and Minion Games. Right now we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about an upcoming book titled Think Like a Game Designer by Justin Gary. And we have, crazy enough, Justin Gary here to talk about it. So, hey Justin, what is this?
So this is a real big shift for me, right? I've been designing games and making a living in the gaming industry for about 20 years, being games like Ascension, Shards of Infinity, World of Warcraft miniatures game, a dozen more. And I have for many years wanted to be able to take those lessons that I've learned and turn them into a book that can actually help anybody out there that's interested in making games, right? If you're watching this, you're probably passionate about games. And I encounter so many people at shows like Gen Con where they say, oh, well, how do you come up with those ideas? There's no way I could do that. And the truth is, absolutely anybody can be a game designer. And it's not like there's some magic creativity out there. There is a step-by-step process that if you follow these basic steps, you will be designing games. And I'm not just talking about my own 20 years of experience, but I've done interviews with some of the top designers in the industry, Paul Peterson, Richard Garfield, Mark Rosewater, tons of people for whom I learned and I realized that their processes are very similar to mine. And so I just wanted to share that with people, right? Like my background, I started off as a pro Magic player, right? I was a U.S. national champion, traveled around the world playing the games. So I was always good at games, but that didn't mean I knew how to be creative. So when I first got hired as a game designer, I had no idea what I was doing. And like, it was really intimidating to me. And I had to like learn and try to find research in other fields and talk to designers and make some rough mistakes to learn how to make games well. And so I want to make other people's paths a little easier than that. And so that's the goal of this book.
All right, and you said something about, it's coming out in September, correct? And you said something about a Humble Bundle?
Yeah, that's right. So the book releases on September 9th, and you can pre-order it on thinklikeagamedesigner.com. You can also pre-order it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. But if you order it from thinklikeagamedesigner.com, I got a bunch of cool bonuses. You can get a free print-and-play version of my upcoming game that I haven't talked about at all called Ringmaster. And you can we'll do a live Q&A with everybody as like who purchases through that site and a couple of other goodies. So that's one thing. But regardless of whether you think this book is actually going to be any good, if you have any interest in game design at all, you need to participate in the Humble Bundle. There's a Humble Bundle going on right now, and for those of you that don't know what a Humble Bundle is, it's a way to donate for charity. If you just Google Humble Bundle, it'll come up, and you can donate whatever amount you want to charity. You can give $1, you can give $15, whatever you want, and you get free stuff. And in this case, there's a bundle that's started just for Gen Con, and it's going to go for about a week afterwards. That is a puzzle craft and game design Humble Bundle. So an excerpt from my book is in there, but entire books by people like Mike Selinker, Elisa Teague, articles from Richard Garfield, books from Monty Cook, every kind of amazing designer out there. These books that like I have been wanting to read forever, some of them that I have read multiple times, are all available and are basically free, and the money you give, a big portion of it goes to charity. You can actually decide how much of it goes to charity. So it's this incredible thing that you can access for so cheap, and you can, do good, you can learn really cool stuff, you can connect to the work that's out there, and so I highly recommend anybody that's listening to this, you're already online, go click on Humble Bundle and pick up this deal and do some good for the world. It's really awesome. I'm just like honored to be a part of that kind of group of illustrious designers and really cool industry folk.
All right, very, very cool, Justin. That is Think Like a Game Designer, coming out later this year. If it looks like it might be a cup of tea, be sure to check that one out. And I'll hopefully be able to post that link to that Humble Bundle down below. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know. Walmart, do you like it?
I do like Walmart. I like good deals, and frankly, now that like Toys R Us is gone, we're trying to find ways to make the mass market more love games, and Walmart is stepping up quite a bit of expanding their games area, and we're trying to find ways to make it a little bit more welcoming, a little bit more deeper cuts from games, but in reality, like making sure not just like that the hobby game stores, which I love and of course I grew up in and I always love to support, are there, but mass market gaming is what's going to bring more people here to shows like Gen Con. It's going to give us more people to play games with. It's going to be the people who are then going to make the games tomorrow and grow up to make those games. So I know Walmart, there's definitely some downsides to it, but I think they're an important part of like bringing mass culture to the gamer world.
I agree. I love Walmart. Wife hates it. Always likes to go to Target. Says it's all trashy, but I love Walmart. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like Walmart? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.